Hey guys, progression is cooked. Buffies are killing the game, and worst of all, out of touch YouTubers like Lambed over here are like dragons sitting on their mountain of gold. They have no empathy because they're all just pay to win, and their hearts are full of greed, and they have no sympathy for any of the player base because they're all just Supercell shills. Which is why in today's video, guys, we are going to be starting off with a brand new series. How fast can a lazy bum get masters free to play? Woo! Yes, you heard me. That's right. I am going to be starting up a brand new free to play series. What's that? Kairostime already does that? Well, that was 4 years ago. I mean, is that even up to date anymore? Like, come on, guys. See, in the last 4 years, Brawl Stars has done tons of changes to their progression system, with the club shop coming and going, Brawl Pass being reworked multiple times, daily rewards being reworked, star drops have been added, trophy roads been changed, masteries have been added and removed, pro pass was added, and community events have since also taken a larger and larger role in player progression, yada yada. The free-to-play progression experience is arguably completely unrecognizable from how it was years ago when Kairos first started his free-to-play series. And even though the free-to-play progression system has been changed so much, in general, content creators tend to side with Supercell. They're like, hey, we did all this fake math to try to prove that this free progression is actually good. If you min-max your account to shit and unlock every single possible thing and played like 18 hours a day, no life this game. Look at that, guys. You can just barely keep up with free-to-play progression. Isn't it so good? Isn't that awesome? And that's kind of bullshit. Like, let's be honest, who the fuck actually has time to min-max their account like some loser? Excuse me, Mr. YouTuber, some people have 10 hours of gooning to Bowser fart gifts to do, and that's non-negotiable. I need my Bowser brap time, and you with all of your trigonological mathematics will not be convincing me otherwise. And so with this series, my goal is to test for real in practice, okay? None of this fancy spreadsheets or all these like equations or calculations that honestly I am just too lazy to do. I want to test for real, actual real player playing. How is the new free-to-play player experience now that the game has multiple gadgets and multiple star powers and gears and hypercharges and now buffies with this most recent update and 100 different brawlers in the game? How does it compare now to how it used to? How fast can a player expect to get their account to masters? That is to say, how fast can a player get their account ranked ready? Because in Mythic and above, you actually need at least 12 Power 11 Brawlers to play above Mythic. Now, Brawl Stars also recently has done a new system where they give you 3 maxed out Brawlers for each season, which does count towards your minimum 12 Power 11 Brawler amount. And I will be counting these, assuming they don't happen to overlap, which might happen, in which case I can't count them. The ultimate goal, you see, is to try to reach Masters, which will require me to at least get the 12 minimum Power 11 Brawler requirement, whether that's supplemented with the 3 maxed out Brawler system or not. Either way, I have to try to hit Masters with this account. I think that'll be kind of like the ultimate conclusion to getting a new free-to-play account ranked ready, able to play ranked to the highest level. Now, I'm not Kairostime. I don't really want to grind like tens of thousands of trophies on this account because, like I said earlier, I'm kind of a lazy bum. And I'm not here to min-max my progression. I got rank to play on my main account and stuff. But that being said, I know trophy road resources are like the bulk of early game progression for a new account, and completing the entire trophy road like I have, I think, on my main will basically give me enough resources to completely collect or to completely get every single brawler that I need for ranked, maxed out. But it's just like the time that it would take to do all that is to complete the trophy road is like I'm not gonna be doing this for years. Like, come on, guys. My compromise is that I'll shoot for at least 5,000 trophies. And I'll also try to play at least 6 wins every day to basically complete the daily bar. And just doing some quick estimations, I think if I do at least 6 wins every day, in theory, with the win streaks as well, I think I might be able to get around 60 trophies a day, in theory, like minimum, which over the course of maybe 90 days comes out to at least 5,000 trophies ish. So, and if I happen to play more too, if I'm really feeling it and having a lot of fun, then I'll probably clear the trophy goal at the minimum. The goals are just so that they serve as benchmarks for me to actually, keep me playing the account regularly and try to keep up with progression, because the main bulk of progression in this game comes from trophy road, the daily bar, and the quests, and also Mega Pig and stuff. But as long as you do just the bare minimum of playing at least a few games a day, my idea is I think that should be enough to at least get me collecting most of the possible free-to-play progression that there is, and should also represent most the average player. Like, I don't think the average player is playing fucking map maker like kairostime is and voting to get their 50 brawl pass XP or whatever that like over the course of a year will net out to like 3 extra starters. So, you know, like, I think it's just too much work, and I'm just not that invested in doing it all that, but I do still want to see what's possible for like an average person. That being said, 5k trophies is pretty low. Like, I expect I might even clear way more than that. You know, if I'm having a lot of fun, like I said, like I could maybe 10k trophies, who knows? I'm not gonna hold myself to that, but if that happens, that's cool. Extra progression. You know, if I do clear 10k trophies in like a week or two, that would actually be really worrying though, because then that might be a sign that I'm spending too much time on this instead of actually working on other videos. With all that said, I don't actually know how long this series is going to be. Like, in my head, I'm thinking like maybe it'll be like a month or two, maybe a few months. I actually have no idea. If it ends up being a year, then holy shit, that sucks. We'll see how, you know, this really is a test for me to see how bad free-to-play progression actually is. And especially with buffies being added to the game now too, technically the cost to like max out a brawler has increased a lot more, especially in terms of power points, like 6,000 power points a brawler and 3,000 coins, which is not, so the coins is not so bad. The main thing is the power points is more than doubling to actually max out a brawler with just the buffies alone, which is kind of insane. Now, technically you don't need buffies to play ranked, and I assume, you know, for a long time, at least for the next couple months, the buffied brawlers are probably not going to be required to play. Like, most brawlers in the game don't have buffies, and most brawls in the game will probably be played in ranked because buffies will either be banned or just solid options that are not like the main meta thing. So I might not actually even need to get buffies for this challenge. We'll see. But like, it's also kind of weird because like you also technically don't need hypercharges either to play ranked, but I don't really consider, you know, a brawl like maxed out unless they have a hypercharge, right? So it's kind of weird. I'm not really sure. Like, I plan on maxing out 12 power 11 brawlers. I think I will count the hypercharge for that. I just don't know if I'll necessarily need the buffies. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to just try to hit masters and just get the minimum 12 power 11 brawlers, or if I should also try to max out, you know, 12 brawlers. But like, I think what I'll do is for the buffies, we'll like take them or leave them, and then, but I'll try to get hypercharges on all the brawlers. You know, I'm more flexible to this particular case with the buffies as the situation develops. So things might change further down the line. I'm more flexible on it, so let me know in the comments if you guys have any feedback on that. But yeah, ultimately, the main goals of this challenge, just to reiterate, I want to try to hit masters with a new free-to-play account, and I want to try to hit at least 5k trophies total, and play at least 6 wins a day. Pretty low effort, you know, low maintenance, low stress thing. I'm not known for being reliable with my commitments. You know, with like Ask Bedlam and Game Review and Variety Sundays and Wednesdays. But like, you know, this one, hopefully I can like meet myself halfway and like just like, hey, you only have to do just the bare minimum. I won't like make a video on this every day, but I'll probably update you every now and then as things develop. So I guess I should say goodbye to take one last good look at my maxed out brawlers. I'll be seeing them later again tomorrow when I actually log in my main account, but we're gonna pretend for this video that it's the last time I'm seeing everything maxed out. Anyways, let's log into a new account. Aha. Alright guys, so we are on the main menu of the screen. We've just opened up the game. Alright, so first thing we do when we open up the game, we set our age, obviously to 60 plus every time because we never tell the truth and we hide our personal information. Actually, I will say really quick though, this says this will not affect gameplay, but I don't believe that's true. If you set it to under 16, you have restricted chat features. As we all know, on everyone's soul, I'm actually 15 years old in real life, but I'm gonna go ahead and lie for this. No, I'm kidding. Oh my god, I should not make a joke about this. Guys, always tell the truth. But yeah, just so you know, it doesn't affect gameplay, but it does affect social features now. Let's just go ahead and hop into this. Fuck, real age Bedlam leaked. Oh my god, I'm an unk. It's over for me. Yeah, okay. Fossil playing Brawl Stars, bro. Think he cool playing a kid's game. Guys, I'm not Diddy, I swear. Alright, this is my first time actually playing the tutorial. Now, I think they've changed the tutorial like sometime last year, I think. And so this is actually a little bit it's like my first time going through all this. It's interesting. Collecting power cubes is a tutorial. Tap the red control to shoot the closest enemy, destroy them all. Whoa. Wait, I remember this actually. The boxes in the middle with the TNT. This is, guys, the TNT doesn't ever come back up again in the game. Like power cubes and showdown and everything, like that's all here in the robot too, but like it's always super weird that they had decided to have this like big explosion box to start off. I don't know. I guess this will be also kind of like an interesting thing for you to watch if you like haven't started up the game, a new account in like a long time. This is what it looks like now. We're thrown immediately into power cubes on Shelly with showdown. So you got all the new systems, guys. All the most important things for ranked, right? Power cubes, showdown. You know, this is going to determine how getting good now will make it much easier to get good at ranked later. And this is what pros do. They all practice in the Brawl Stars tutorial training cave. Did they even shoot at you? Wait, the bro, dude, that Jackie just did 250 damage to me. I'm unkillable. Wow. Hella bitches. This episode's name is Hella Bitches. Wait, and the Primo's name is Freaky. What? Wait, that's actually hilarious. I think for Brawl Stars, they're taking names and scraping them from existing accounts randomly, and I think they just happen to be... That's really funny. Okay, so you get 10 trophies for that. You're number 1. You only need 1 trophy to get 200 power points in the thing, so... Oh, let's change our name. I'm actually pretty bad at names, so I think I'm just gonna keep this very simple and just go with... Bedlam? This is my first time ever actually, like, naming an account that. Breezy Bedlam. So this is, guys, this is official Bedlam account. Let's just collect the Trophy Road reward. Oh. Cool. The bitrate of this animation is not very high. I can see like the individual pixels. it's like fuzzy a little bit. That's pretty cool. So they have like a little clip from that animation playing here, with Larry and Laurie letting us in. God, guys, that's like such a cool reference to a brawler. Do you think we'll be able to play that brawler later if we unlock them? 200 power points. Upgrading brawlers. Collect power points and coins. Spend them to upgrade the brawler of your choice. 200 coins. And yeah, with that, so our ultimate goal is, I guess, you get a ton of resources. Just every 10 trophies, you get like tons of coins and power points. And I think once we get 5,000 trophies, that's around Trophy Road area, like World 4. Oh, we'll unlock Jesse with this. I think that might be one of the last brawlers you get on the Trophy Road. After that, it's like Hypercharger. So yeah, we'll see how far we get on the Trophy Road. But for now, let's just focus on continuing this tutorial. We gotta upgrade Shelly. Awesome. And let's try out that upgrade. Loading in. Kind of crazy they make you play. I guess Showdown really is the most popular game mode. That's why they're making this play Showdown instead of like Brawl Ball or something else. But you know, kind of reminds me back in the day when Supercell was still in beta, they had Showdown as like one of the core game modes along with Gem Grab or Smash and Grab, I guess, back then, and Brawl Ball and whatnot. And that's partially because back then Fortnite was actually popping off. Back in like the 2016-ish era, Fortnite was this huge game. You know, Ninja was just starting to get really popular, and all the Fortnite creators were blowing up and stuff. And Fortnite actually made a mobile game back then. They had a Fortnite mobile to capitalize on that popularity. Okay. Primo's name is Dead Inside. That's a nice touch. But yeah, like Fortnite Mobile was also hugely popular. I remember when Brawl Stars was still in its beta, there's like talks of like, man, Fortnite Mobile was like really just fucking Brawl Stars up. I think every game back then, mobile game, just kind of the meta or trend was to do something with Battle Royale to capitalize on Fortnite's success, to try to like copy their formula a little bit. And my guess is, you know, that's partially the motivation for why Showdown was implemented, why it became such a big part. It also became so popular too. Maybe people just really like Battle Royale, I think, because PUBG also, I think, was one of the actually the original Battle Royale game. Maybe even before that there were other Battle Royales, but like it just really started blowing with PUBG and then Fortnite Mobile. But then, you know, as the story goes, I believe Fortnite Mobile had a dispute with Apple over their like shop, like the way that Apple was taking a large cut and Fortnite was trying to circumvent that by having players route their purchases through their own store, kind of like actually, which is funny enough. That the lawsuit is finally getting settled a little bit. But yeah, it's because of that Apple took Fortnite Mobile down from the App Store, and now you couldn't play Fortnite Mobile anymore on iOS, and so they just took it down on everything and just focused on their lawsuit. And because of that, Brawl Stars was able to survive and get all their players that would have gone to Fortnite Mobile instead. It's kind of crazy how that worked out, huh? We with that win have unlocked Anita and Brawl Ball. It's just interesting to think about alternate history. Like, if Fortnite Mobile didn't enter that lawsuit with Apple over their in-app store, if Brawl Stars would still be the way it is, or if like any mobile game that was not Fortnite Mobile would still be as big. Because that, guys, you have no idea how popular Fortnite Mobile was. Everyone was playing that over Brawl Stars back then. I remember that, at least in my school. I opened up the shop just now and I immediately am... Oh, it's because it's Christmas time. Oh, 100 coin jackpot. Wow. Didn't that used to be like 600? Am I fucking bugging out? Why is it? Wow, look at all these ways I can I can spend. You're not currently supporting any content creator. And we got the 7 icon. Alright, we've unlocked Brawl Ball, we've unlocked Showdown. I guess let's... Oh, I should be collecting this stuff. I have such a habit of like not collecting my resources. Because on my main account, it doesn't actually matter when I collect them. A lot of people will leave comments like, dude, that fucking bothers me, can you please collect? All the free-to-plays leave comments. Oh my god, now I can finally live the free-to-play experience and rage at myself for not collecting my resources. Get the ball. Oh, I gotta change my joystick setup because that is gonna bother me. Oh, well, I might. Wait, are these real people? Guys, are these robots on my team? I know the enemies are robots. What the fuck is that Primo doing? Yo, when did Primo get a dash buffy? Holy, that's a crazy rework. What are the people on my team? Dark Sprout, Abyssal Skins. Are these real? I actually can't tell. Their movement. The Primo keeps dashing around, dude. That's so broken. The movement just seems so... Like, what is this? Guys, this Shelly, a bot would not do this. Do you see this Shelly? Look at what she's doing right now. A robot would not make that decision just now, what she did. I think they're real. That's actually cool. I'm actually... Wait, I think I'm playing with 2 other new players. They're actually just new. That's so cute. Well, hope they... You think they know to subscribe to Brawl Stars Bedlam YouTube? Or Lambet or whatever? Star player. All right, we haven't unlocked the daily bar yet. Oh, maybe when I get daily quests of 40 trophies. Okay, well, let's keep it going. Let me go back to Shelly, actually. Now, when deciding which brawlers I plan on upgrading for this account, I think what I'm gonna do now, there's smart ways to upgrade your account and there's pretty dumb ways to upgrade your account. Right now, Shelly is, I think, meta only because of her buffies, which means that, like, realistically, if I'm not gonna be focusing on the buffies too much, then, you know, making Shelly one of my main brawlers to upgrade is not really like that great of an idea. Like, as one of the core 12 brawlers that I need to hit masters, I just don't think... I don't know if Shelly's gonna really have that staying power. We'll see after she gets like, obviously balance changes will happen to the buffies and everything. You know, we'll see how that goes. But the other thing too is I think besides just like picking a brawler that's kind of in the meta, there's also the factor of which brawlers get a hypercharge from star drops and which brawlers get like star powers from star drops and whatnot is also kind of random. And in theory, it's technically better to not spend coins on buying gadgets and star powers outright, because it's better if you get them from star drops. Now, gadgets don't really matter because you get a fallback reward on that, which is still 1,000 coins, which is the same value. But star powers, the fallback reward is only, I think 1,000 coins for star powers, and the same with hypercharges. So it's really a waste if you buy your own hypercharges and star drops and you get them from a star drop later. So like efficiency wise, it probably is better for me to not spend. But there's also the, you know, the average player probably will end up buying their own hypercharges and star drops realistically, because a brawler is not really like fun to play. It just doesn't feel good for a brawler if you don't buy your own shit. So I'll probably try to strike a balance. I'm not gonna be, like I said, I'm not gonna be min-maxing, but I'm just gonna be doing like some amount of, you know, finagling to make sure that I don't totally waste my time or resources. Just like slightly smart decisions. Like, I'm not gonna... I might choose to upgrade brawlers that get a hypercharge only, for example. Maybe. I'll see. But sometimes if the brawler is really strong, I might just buy it outright too. I'll try to strike a balance with that. Alright, we finally gotten our daily quests. Does this mean... Okay, I unlocked season quests at 250 trophies. But for now, I have my daily quests and I have my extra quests, which give me 2 mythic star drops. Okay. It looks like you get an extra quest for brawlers you have that give you... You have 30 days to complete and they give you a mythic star drop. I wonder if I unlock Holton Bull if I'll get an extra quest for that too. We'll see. For now, I guess this is kind of a lot more than the 6 minimum wins that I said I would do. But I guess it's the first day. I mean, first day excitement. Let's just go all the way. Fuck it, why not? I'll quickly grind like 20 wins. Oh, Arbolera score. Wait, maybe I should be playing Showdown. Bro, I'm relying on my teammates to like actually know how to play this game. Is it more efficient? I think it's way more efficient to play Showdown early on than to actually push in 3v3. Like, I'm not even learning anything from this, you know? Like, it's not like normal 3v3 where it's better because you at least learn some skills. Like, this is... What skill am I learning here? Tokyo bot is just walking around. I'm literally playing against robots and with bots as well. Let's probably stick to... Oh, okay, now I get the daily wins. Probably stick to Showdown maybe early on until I get, I guess, a reason to actually play with, with Brawl Ball. Would you look at that, guys? Brawl Stars is just naturally funneling me already into becoming a Showdown main. Just because of the mechanics of how their game works. Oh, and we already have the new Brawler system. The first Brawler I can unlock is Bow? Can I switch that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Really? And then my options are Bow, and then after that it's M's and B? These are the first Brawlers you unlock? I have some other gripes about the Star Road that I think we'll have to get to in another episode. Let me really quickly connect my Supercell account so that I can do this. I actually have to go for a bit, and then I'll probably play this while I'm there where I have to go, and then I'll come back to this later. All right, I've set up my Supercell ID. Oh, you still get Wizard Barley. Oh, and you still get Barley from this. I remember there was like a way where you could set up, because you can't... Back in the day, you used to not be able to get a skin for a Brawler you didn't own. And so if you did happen to get a skin for a Brawler you didn't own, the game would automatically unlock the Brawler for you. Since then, they have allowed you to collect skins on Brawlers you don't own, but I guess this, like, residual deprecated system still exists where if you collect your Supercell account, you can get Barley for free. And also the Wizard skin, which is arguably one of the worst ones. So I'm just not even going to equip it. I don't actually give a fuck about Wizard Barley. You don't have a Wizard Barley pin. That's weird. But yeah, cool. Anyways, let me quickly do my daily wins, and then I'll be back after that. Alright guys, so I've hit 130 trophies, and I've started to actually face real players. I believe you start facing real people once you hit around 100 trophies, so... Yeah, this is kind of interesting. So far, I faced Power 7 Edgar, which was notable, and this Otis is also Power 9 with a gadget, and Star Power maybe even. I think I couldn't really tell. I didn't notice, which is kind of crazy actually. That's like this is definitely a second account, bro. There's no way someone min-maxes their account like this. I don't know why you can't see power level anymore. That's super weird, strange. So let's collect some resources now. I guess we got all this. 200 coins, 100 power points. Wow, you get rewards every 5 trophies here. 200 coins, a 10 trophy difference. Okay, another 5 trophy difference. You get a super rare. 1,000 coins from this one. Okay. And we also finally unlocked Gem Grab as well. Collect the rest is 200, 100 power points. Random star drop, rare. I will say, while I was gone, I wasn't recording, but I played a couple games for my daily bar. And, next 2 trophies, I get a new super rare brawler. I think on my present, I got a legendary present, which gave me 1,000 bling. Sure, I have 1,000 bling. And also, I also got a legendary star drop, too, for my daily bar, which gave me 1,000 coins. So I think that might have been a fallback for, like, either a gadget or a star power, probably. Because I think you can get hypercharges even at power 1. But yeah, probably a gadget or star power. Either way, I guess I got the fallback, which is, it is what it is. I think they must like juice the rarities or something. Like for a day 1 account for me to get 2 legendaries back to back on a daily bar, that's kind of crazy. Let's also collect the Brawl Pass, 1,000 power points, 1,000 coins. So day 1, I have a 5,500 coins to win my name and 2,000 power points, which I will not be spending. I am going to wait until, I don't know, I guess I unlock a super rare brawler or something. And in terms of efficiency, I don't really know what is going to be best. Like, in my opinion, if I can unlock like Gus or Carl, those are probably brawlers that are just a little bit more versatile than, you know, Shelly, Nita, or Barley. Barley is strong though. Barley is very strong in the meta right now. And Shelly with her buff is also very solid. Nita's low-key, like, used a little bit in Hot Potato, but not great, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I'll see. I have a lot of options. Honestly, nice thing about Brawl Stars is a lot of the early game brawlers, like, that you unlock very early on, a lot of them are pretty viable. Like, I still play Penny sometimes in ranked. Jackie I've seen here and there. Daryl is pretty solid on Heist and Knockout and stuff. 8-bitted Heist and Gem Grab is decent. Rico, good on walls. Tick I see all the time and I fucking hate it. Dynamite I still see sometimes. Well, he's probably, like, he could get a Buffy maybe to, like, make him a little bit better in some, and not so much like a niche, like, every now and then brawler, but I also find Dynamite annoying, so that's kind of fine. Jesse's kind of ass, let's be honest. And yeah, I think the super rare brawlers too, like Colt got a Buffy, he's pretty solid. Primo good in Brawl Ball. Bull good on Heist and Hot Zone sometimes, and Brawl Ball too sometimes. Like Sneaky Fields, for example. Brock great everywhere. Poco's kind of ass, but maybe like a niche counterpick into Ollie and Byron and Lou every now and then. And Rose is also kind of ass. So like most of these brawlers are fairly viable. There's not necessarily a wrong answer for which brawlers I should choose to unlock and upgrade in my pool, but we will just figure that out, I guess, as we go along. I'm still able to win my games pretty easily, even on Power 2, so I don't really feel a big need to upgrade for now. That's gonna be it for me. Hope to see you in the next one as we continue on our free-to-play journey and see how resources are. You know what I could also do is I could also, even if I do hit masters, if you guys want, because I know like early game progression is not necessarily the same as like mid or late game free to play progression. I could even play this for longer if you guys really want me to, and see like after I do hit masters, like I don't know how fast it takes me to get to 20 max out or something. Like I could milk this for as long as you guys need my milk, and trust me, I am not in shortage of milk. As long as, you know, I let it save up a little, because I low-key do. Let's end it there. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the next one. Love you. Peace. Bye. Mwah.